Hey out there, slot car land. How's everybody doing this fine weekend? Hope everybody's doing well this Super Bowl weekend. If you're a football fan, I hope you enjoy the game today. Actually, this video will be up in the morning. So I hope you enjoy the game today if you're a football fan. If not, then I hope you're watching some of the racing going on down in Florida from Bubba's where's that? So from Volusia, if you're a dirt fan, from Bubba Motorsports Park, I think is also dirt, and from New Smyrna Speedway, which is pavement. There are all kinds of racing going on down there right now, building up to the Daytona 500. So if you're being able to check out some of that on some of the providers out there, I hope you're enjoying that as well. But I might be doing some dirt vision watching tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but we'll have to see. So, but I hope you're enjoying that. If you got racing on tomorrow, I hope you do well at your racing. We're we're putting off our race. We'll be racing again next weekend at Stan's house, and then we're going to talk and figure out how we're going to make up the last race. It was supposed to be here, and we'll figure that out then. Today, I thought we would I want to see what this car can do, so we're going to do the DK4 chassis review today. Going to take a look at this car, put it on the racetrack, do some laps on the racetrack, do some stuff here at the desk with it, and see how it does. So we'll do that. So a little information first. Of course, these are from Jag Hobbies, the DK4 chassis. These are fairly reasonable. These are the high performance chassis. The other chassis that he has is not ready yet. They're $17.50 from them, which is a very reasonable price. They're even cheaper than the Auto World cars at Hobby Lobby. I do want to correct myself. They sell them in a long and a short wheelbase, but there is a hole to change the axle. So they are adjustable. Just to contradict what I have said before that they're not, they are adjustable. I can see the other hole there. This is a short wheelbase car. I can see the other hole there for the long wheelbase car. So they are adjustable. So you don't need to know what body you're going to run to buy one, or you can buy one of each, and that way you don't even have to change the axle in it if you don't want to have to deal with that whole thing. So they are adjustable. So you can buy one and go from there depending on what body you want, and then pick your body after that. So they are adjustable, just to correct myself on that car. So supposedly this car is like 70. They say 70% faster than the other one. So we may have to buy the other car too when it finally comes out. It's still not listed on still says coming soon on his website. So it's still not there yet. And of course you've got the maintenance, as they say, the maintenance-free CAN motor. So I'm not really sure how that correlates. I love working on my T-Jet, so that doesn't really bother me any. Another give you a little background. The pinion gear on these cars are 7-tooth. The crown gear is a 25-tooth on this car. So that's your gear ratio, a 7-tooth pinion with a 25-tooth crown gear on these cars. We're going to put these on the downforce meter just to see if they register at all on the downforce meter. So we'll do that, and we'll put the car on the dyno as well and see what they do on the dyno. These are box stock, straight out of the package. I have not done any work to them. They haven't even ran yet, so I just got them and put them in my drawer waiting to do the review, so I haven't even done anything yet. So I'll get the camera down here, and we will put them on the downforce meter first, see if it even turns anything on the downforce meter, and then we'll put it on the dyno, and we'll see what they run on the dyno. We'll try both cars just for fun, just to see what happens, and we'll go from there. So let me get the camera down, and we'll see what they do. So, got the Mustang body that we ran in the comparison video earlier this week on the long wheelbase chassis, and I've got my Ferrari on the short wheelbase chassis. So let's put this on the downforce meter and see if this thing even registers at all. Oh, no, it does. Looks like 0.2 on the downforce meter. So it does register slightly. So there is some pull on from the Oh, and there's a little bit of comparison. So the short wheelbase car is pulling a 0.3 where the long wheelbase car, so that could be just the difference between magnets in the two cars. One's pulling a 0.2, the other's pulling a 0.3. Yep, now they're equal. So, now they're coming out equal, which is really weird, so that's kind of crazy. So, now that one's at 0.2 as well, so let's just zero it out, see if it does it again. Nope, 0.2. Okay. We're going to have to trim these. These are brand new guide pins, so we're going to have to trim them before we go to the racetrack. Yeah, so 0.2 on the downforce meter on those two. So they're pretty equal there. So now we'll get set up here, and we'll get the dyno hooked up. So let's see. Give her a little oil. That's pretty stout. That's high up there number to a freight car. So let's give you guys a comparison. This is my guide pin came off. This is my stock T-Jet with silicone rear tires. So as you can see, it's in the 119, 120 range. Just to give a comparison there. Let's put the long wheel. Oh, long wheelbase car seems to be a little more stouter. Woo! Getting a little happy there. Alright, it seems to be a little more, little faster. Okay, there we go. It's up there with the same. So this one just needed to be maybe worked in a little bit. So it looks like we're 153. The short wheelbase car seems to be a little calmer than the long wheelbase car on the dyno anyways. Seems to be, short wheelbase car seems to be a little more stable. You can see the long wheelbase car vibrating around a lot. we'll have to see if that translates over to the racetrack at all. So there's the numbers on the dyno. So I'm gonna get the camera set up over on the racetrack, and we'll do some laps with these cars, and we'll just have some fun and just see what kind of laps we can get out of them, and see which one might handle better, whether it's a long wheelbase or short wheelbase car. So meet you at the racetrack. All right. So let's see what these little bad boys will do here on the racetrack. Seem to have a lot of torque. So you're going to be 11.3. Nine five. Oh. They are an awfully light chassis. Might be something we might have to look into in future review videos is the weight of the chassis. To kind of give you guys a comparison on weight of chassis compared to other chassis. By a digital scale. We'll have to say you can't drift this car too much because of the shortness of the shoe. The shoe compared to like a T-Jet that has a longer step and a longer shoe. Ooh, that's gonna be a good lap too. Careful, you can see it wants to roll over real easy. Come on. Nine two two. Let's see. Got a 922 with the short wheelbase. Let's drive the long wheelbase car here for a little bit. See if there's any handling. Ooh, difference. Holy smokes. Get these new tires worked in a little here. car seems to be, has a little more than the other car does. Spin around. Seems to be a little more stable. I don't know in the way of rollover and then the shorter wheelbase car, which makes a little sense. It could also be the Mustang body being slightly wider than the 250 GTO body. This body's sits a little wider on this chassis than the Ferrari body does, so that will help with stability a little bit. The tires here real quick. So that might benefit you wise when you're thinking about a body, is to get a wider body on your car to help with that rolloverness, give it a little wider footprint. But the Auto World bodies look really good on this car. This is a Johnny Lightning body, but it's still the same, from the same mold as the Auto World ones will be today. It'll be interesting to see what these cars will do on the Bowman. The grip is way different on the Bowman than it is on a clip-together track. Issue. I may have to do some tinkering with shoe adjustment on these cars to get a better contact. This is straight out of the package. So we'll have to do some videos with some tuning tips for the DK4. I'll kind of play around with them a little bit. 10.66 lap. Anyway, so it's going to be, you're dealing with a lighter car, not as much rotating parts. You got that straight. You're not really losing anything from the motor to the rear axle like you do in a T-Jet through the gearing through the top plate. So still. Just a little bit. Let's run it at the recommended voltage, because we were running at 15. Let's drop it down to 12. Oh, I think that's 12. Let's go right there. There we go. So let's bring it down a little bit, and we'll run it at the recommended voltage from Jag Hobbies here, because we were running at 15, whereas that's where we usually run our cars, is at 15. Let's see what that does. That does, and it does seem to make a dip. handling wise anyways. 974 with short wheelbase. Oh yeah, I see what they're saying. 959. It is a little more controllable at 12 volts than it is at 15. You're not getting as much wheel spin. You can get into the corner a little hotter. That's a 961. See what this. All right, come on. The thing said 9 to 12 volts to run these cars, and I'll agree with that. They're a little more stable, a little more easier to drive on 12. 15, they just seem to spin the wheels. I'm kind of liking the short wheelbase car better than the long wheelbase car, to tell you the truth. But that's my assessment. We'll go back to the table, and we'll finish this video out and just give you my thoughts once more and go from there. So see you at the desk. All right, so really nice cars. Really like these. It's going to take a little bit to get used to driving them. We're going to have to do some tinkering with these cars. We'll have to do some tinkering episodes here with some of these newer chassis and just roll the camera and just let me play around with the cars a little bit and go from here to the track, back to the desk, work on them a little bit, go to the track, and just do some fun stuff with them and have some tinkering episodes on the channel here coming up. I was thinking about that the other day. It'd be kind of neat for me to just come down to the hobby room and work on cars. Just let the camera roll, do some talking while I'm working on the car, telling what I'm doing, kind of what my mindset is, and where I'm going and what I'm trying to get to with the car. So we'll have to do that. I prefer, like I said over the track, I prefer the short wheelbase car, but that makes sense. I prefer a short wheelbase stock T-Jet. I like running my Ferrari. I like the body and the way it handles, and I seem to found a good median with the sensitivity dial on my controller for that car. The long wheelbase car, I don't know if it's just because it turns higher on the dyno, that it's a little more hopped up car than the other one, and it just maybe needs some work. I think it needs some shoe adjustment on it. It looks like it's riding on the toe real hard, so I'll have to do some adjustments with it and kind of tinker with it and see where we can get with it. I might just leave this vet body on it for now, or Mustang body on it for now, and see where it goes from there, and do some tinkering there. But really nice cars, seem to be well put together, seem to be some quality stuff. Jag seems to be doing a great job. I love the TR3, especially with the way we're racing it this year. And so we're going to have to do a couple other reviews with some of his other newer stuff too as well when they come out, and do some other stuff. But I like it. I like the TR3. It's really cool. Seems to be a really neat idea to have a can-motored style T-Jet. So it's going to be interesting to see where these go and where we take these as a club. There's talk of us running this car next season, where we've been talking about running them with wider tires, kind of a Frey style car with wider slip-on tires and the dirt car bodies like we're running on the TR3s this year, kind of slowing them down, putting on some really cool bodies and seeing what they can do. Stan has already ran into a little problem with these cars with the wider tires on them. They vibrate real hard. I'm not sure what voltage he was running his track at when he was testing it, so I might have to talk to him about that. Maybe he was running at 15 like we are. Well, when we first got on there, maybe we do need to turn it down to 12 to see if that kind of calms the car down a little bit. So we'll let you know. We'll show you guys some of the tinkering that we're going to be doing with that if we run that class and all that kind of stuff. So great car. Keep up the good work, Jag Hobbies. You're coming out with some really cool stuff. And we're going to continue to do reviews of it and stuff here and continue to see where we can take these cars. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I like it. It seems to be a cool car. So go out and get yourself one and kind of play around with it and see what you think of it. See what you come up with and what's your thoughts on this car. But I like it. I think it's really cool. I do prefer the short wheelbase car over the long wheelbase. Just my preference for cars in general. And but still, seems to be a good performing car. We'll have to see, like I said, we'll have to see where we take it and good stuff like that. So don't forget, we'll be racing again next weekend at Stan's house. It's Frey and 44X2s without traction magnets, I do believe. So be on the lookout for those videos in the coming week. Also, the video after that, we might be doing the TFX review, or I might be doing something else. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do some tinkering or stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet, but we'll get to it when we get to it. So have a great week. I hope if you're racing tomorrow, remember to keep that pin in the slot and them wheels on the downside. Have a great day. Enjoy the Super Bowl if you're going to watch it, and we will catch you guys with some race action coming up next week. So I'll catch you guys then. I'm out. Bye.